Here's the thing, Claudia.
We want to put this delicately.
You've played the young, sexy ingenue, and you had a good run with that.
But it's time to start thinking about playing moms.
Fact is, you're not 2 anymore.
I mean, you're pushing 5.
Eesh. Claudia. Hello, I'm Hazel Flickman.
And I'm Louis Flickman, and we are Animal Agents.
Animal Agents.
We represent some of the best and brightest talent in the animal kingdom.
For film, television, commercials, and the stage.
It takes real professionalism to see talent.
We've got the eye.
And that's where we come in. We look at somebody and we say, there is a star. We have to review those tapes.
All right, yeah. I was gonna ask you about this guy. He does a lot of procedural dramas.
That's perfect. We are constantly trying to discover new talent. Shirley Tinkle. Who's that?
That teddy bear guinea pig. Remember we met her at a party?
Dear F. Murray Abraham.
Murray.
It has been brought to our attention that you own a horse. We go to dog parks, pet shops, petting zoos.
The zoo.
Excuse me. Do you have theatrical representation? It's very rude, this one.
Oh, it's got a great profile. Are those hair extensions? You could take our card. Think about it.
You know what?
I think he's interested.
I think we can talk.
You never know if you're gonna find the next lassie in a box of puppies or what have you. I want to make a mental note, but write it on a paper. What's that called?
That's called a note. We love our work. It's very rewarding. However, of course, it's not without its challenges.
Honey, you're young, you're gorgeous. Every commercial director in town wants to work with you.
And you're throwing your life away for what? To get high? We say this with love.
You've got to get off catnip.
We have a client who's got a substance abuse problem.
She's on the nip.
Sprinkles was on the nip when she was fired off a Fancy Feast.
She tore up everything and everyone in her wake. Thank God she can't get behind the wheel of a car.
I don't even want to think about that.
No, like that cow that hijacked that tractor?
How did Hazel and I meet? My family had moved to Los Angeles in '61, opened up a butcher shop. So actually, my first experience with animals was slaughtering them for consumption.
I was in my family's traveling animal circus, the Schmaltz Spectacular Road Spectacle and Bird Show. So there I am at Mickey Rooney's birthday party performing my bird juggling. And I've got 2 cockatiels in this hand and a parakeet in the other. And in walks this mensch with that head of hair, my God, and he's carrying 40 pounds of pastrami.
My father was catering the event.
We locked eyes. I dropped the cockatiels.
And we fell in love.
The 70s were when we really broke in.
The client that really put us on the map was Winston, star of the short-lived ABC sitcom Banjo.
Well, before Winston, there were no leading black cats on primetime network television.
I mean, you'd see one in a Halloween commercial, anything having to do with the dark arts,
Ghouls,
ghosts,
witches,
goblins,
anything stereotypical like that. But we broke through those boundaries and we said no.
It wasn't easy what we did. But we sat down with Gary Marshall. I said, Gary.
Gary said what?
Gary said what? I said, it's 1976 for crying out loud. It's time to put a black cat on primetime network television.
And you know, Winston was very nervous.
Sure, who wouldn't be? I mean, we're talking in a sense about the Jackie Robinson of cats. You know, the Kitty Robinson, if you will.
Yeah. Incidentally, that is my cousin's name. Kitty Robinson.
We treat all of our clients like family. It's not all dollars and cents with us.
No. We're not just like that one guy. Who invented that line? I want the money.
Show me the money. Cuba Gooding Jr.
We attend birthday parties, obedience school graduations, bar mitzvahs.
Harry Mazel Tov to you.
Mazel tov, Harry. Beautiful service, beautiful everything.
We recently attended a naturalization ceremony. We've got a client, an Arabian horse, who got his U.S. citizenship.
What do we call him now? Arabian American, or what is the appropriate term?
I've been calling him Paul. We had a big swing and a miss with Albert the Shark.
He was up for Jaws.
We sat down with Steven Spielberg. I said, hey, Steven.
Steven said what?
Steven said what? I said, you gotta put Albert in the film. He was concerned that the studio could not get the film insured if we went with a real shark.
But we tried to convince them Albert is The sweetest.
But they went with a mechanical shark, Bruce.
You talked to Albert lately?
He died.
He died?
He swallowed a tire and he died.
It's always sad when a client passes on.
It's never easy. And we've been to many funerals over the years.
We attend close to 80 or 90 funerals a year.
Animals don't live that long. Hazel and I take pride in finding our clients opportunities to flourish. Maxine, it'll be 10 seconds of full frontal nudity while you're coming out of the pool.
We normally wouldn't ask, but it's Martin Scorsese for crying out loud. And we'll insist to Marty that you get to keep your collar on. She doesn't want to do it.
Actresses. Technology is rapidly changing the world forever as we know it.
Does the internet just come up, or?
No, you gotta find the mouse and you gotta press the mouse.
I don't know how to press the mouse. How do you put it in the computer?
It doesn't work like that.
He said we need...
Who said that?
I don't know his name.
At the computer store?
Yeah, the computer store.
They're trying to sell you things. We have a client, Thomas, character actor. He's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
He is quite the chameleon.
He is also quite literally a chameleon.
So we thought he'd be perfect for the new Star Wars. We sat down with J.J. Abrams. I said JJ.
JJ said what?
JJ said what? I pitched him Thomas. He said, I love it.
So he shows up to set. They put him in front of a green screen. He turns green, blends right in. They haven't found him since. Do things always go your way? No. Clients don't book every job. Sometimes you don't get that meeting.
That goat might never call you back. But no matter what, Hazel and I will still be here doing what we love with the person that makes us happy.
I love ya.
I love you too.
All right. So, who's gonna call Marty?
You call him. You know he's got a crush on you.
All right. Yeah, that's true. I was humming the banjo theme song in my head the other day. I couldn't remember how it started, though. What was it?
He started on the streets of New York City, dodging taxi cabs and hot dog carts galore. Mrs. Merriweather pulled up in her white stretch limousine and said, Banjo, you're not living on these mean streets anymore. Banjo, all your dreams will come true. Banjo, life's got more in store for you. Banjo, there ain't nothing you can't do. Great song.
It's a good song.
Good show. Too bad.
Great show.
Too bad it didn't last too long.
No, 4 episodes.
Sometimes that's all you
4
get.
episodes.
Excuse me, do you have theatrical representation? Nope, not a real owl.